Welcome to Yankton Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank of Yankton. This broadcast is made possible by the following Sportscaster Club members: Midwest Insurance Agency, Murph's Appliance, Yankton Thrive, Stockman's Motorsports, Les Schwab Tires, Linda's Angel Crossing, MT and RC Smith Insurance Agency, Hy-Vee, Vichy, Elwood Dental, Floortech Restoration, Angela's Mexican Store, Yankton Rexall, KFC Taco Bell, SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, Slumberland, Larry's Heating and Cooling, America's Best Realty, Larson Carpet, Elkhorn Valley Bank, Anytime Fitness, King Buffet and Mongolian Grill, Yankton Medical Clinic, All Seasons Power Sports, Kaiser Heating and Cooling, Wince and Ray Funeral Home, First Dakota National Bank, JR's Oasis, Intech Cleaning and Restoration, The Bone Setter, Triple Time Rudy's, Farmers Union Insurance, Meridian Photo, Graham Tire, Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, Kalen's Indoor Comfort, H&H Roofing, Boss's Pizza and Chicken, Wall of Fame, Midwest Ready Mix and Clark's Rentals, and Raven Books. Now, for the Anytime Fitness pregame show with the voice of Yankton Athletics, Zach Spear.
Hello and welcome to Pierre T.F. Riggs High School, where Yankton basketball is coming up. All Yankton athletics brought to you by First Dakota National Bank of Yankton. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for over 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey, with 2 locations downtown and North Broadway, Yankton. For the first time in a while, the Yankton Bucks are on the road and a far trip. They've made it into Pierre to take on the T.F. Riggs Governors. For the Bucks, they're really looking for something this season to give them a spark, and tonight just might be that night for them. They enter this game with a 1-10 record, while the Pierre T.F. Riggs Governors are currently 4-9. Now, both teams feel like they could be a few more games into the win column, but things just haven't quite worked out how they would like. For the Bucks, their last 3 games were 3 losses, but a combined point differential of -9 points. At some point, it feels like a close game just needs to go their way. On the other side for Pierre, they come off of matchups against O'Gorman and Harrisburg and look to end their 2-game losing streak here tonight. Let's look at the numbers so far this season. For Yankton, scoring just shy of 49 points per game, and for Pierre, they score 50 points per game evenly. Allowing points, Yankton with 55 points per game allowed, and Pierre gives up a little bit more with 59.8 points per game. For Yankton, their average game is a swing of 6.3 points in favor of their opponents. A 1-10 team, and your average game is within 6.5 points. It just tells you they have been competing, and Coach Haynes and his squad really just hoping some of these start falling their way. For Pierre, their average game is within 10 points as well. Last year, the teams played. It was Pierre 49 over Yankton 47. It was a great game, and the numbers this season show that we should be in for a similar game this time around. They score within 1.5 points per game of each other, with Pierre giving up just over 4 more points per game. Both will be looking to jump up in the standings with a win, as the Governors are currently the 14th seed in AA, while the Bucks are the 19th seed, looking to work into that top 16. I would expect a lower scoring matchup tonight, as neither offense really scores a ton, but on top of that, it's Yankton and it's Pierre. After the last how many football seasons, Pierre and Yankton as towns have certainly built up this rivalry across all sports. It feels like it's going to be physical, and it's going to be a great game like we frequently see in the ESD conference that both Pierre and Yankton are a part of. Right now on the floor, it is 48-45 in the sophomore game. It was a 10-point game. Yankton was trailing. Now they only trail by 3 points, so they have dug in 7 points into that Pierre T.F. Riggs lead in only a couple of minutes here on the floor. I did get a chance to talk with both head coaches ahead of this matchup. For, as always, for Yankton, Coach Haynes, and for Pierre, a new coach this season. It is Coach Larry Aker. Here on our Anytime Fitness of Yankton pregame show, let's make healthy happen. We'll take a quick break, and then when we return, that chat with Coach Aker of Pierre. It's all here on Classic Hits 106.3 and Yankton streaming on YouTube.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help.
I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you pics you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team, fixing pickles since 1984.
At Anytime Fitness Yankton, your fitness journey starts with one step, and Anytime Fitness will be with you every step of the way. Open 24 hours a day with top-of-the-line equipment and guidance you need to reach your goals. Plus, your membership gives you access to every Anytime Fitness gym anywhere. No matter your goals, no matter the time, you belong at Anytime Fitness Yankton. Located at 2509 Fox Run Parkway. Start today at Anytime Fitness, where your fitness journey never stops.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Hello and welcome to our Coaches Conversations. Now joining on the line is head coach Larry Aker of the Pierre TF Riggs Governors. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
And Coach, your team off to a 4-9 start. Could you tell me about the season you've had so far?
Well, we've kind of had a, up and down season, so far. We've taken, a couple pretty good lumps where, we just didn't play very well and, kind of let a couple games get away from us. And then, we've been in a couple games, just haven't where we didn't play, well enough for 4 quarters to, pull out the win. We'll play good, first half or good first 3 quarters and just kind of go into a slump in the 4th quarter. And then we've had games where we put together 4 quarters. So again, it's kind of been up and down, but, I feel like as the season has gone on, we've gotten better.
And this is your first year as the head coach of Pierre TF Riggs. What have you really tried to build into this program here?
Well, just kind of getting to know the kids first and just kind of, establishing, obviously each and every group is kind of different. So you have to kind of tailor, your what you want to do to your personnel. And, early on, we weren't really, quite sure. But now we definitely want to, establish our inside game. It starts inside with our big man, Cooper Terwilliger. We want to get him established and just work inside out. And then, defensively, we've really had to work hard in getting better in our transition defense. Our half-court defense has been pretty good all year. Where we've kind of, let teams get away is when, we just weren't doing a very good job in transition defense.
And now coming up, you take on the Yankton Bucks. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
Well, they're a very athletic team, and they've been in a lot of games. I've known Coach Haynes for a long time, and he does such a great job. And they're obviously very well coached and very disciplined defensively. That isn't going to change. They're going to not let you have any easy buckets at the rim, and they're going to be there on the catch, closing out hard, and they're very good at being in help and looking to take a charge. So their record definitely doesn't do them justice of what kind of team they are. If you just look at their schedule, 2-point loss to Gorman, 2-point loss in overtime to Jefferson, a 5-point loss to Brandon Valley. That right there should tell you that they're a darn good team, and they just haven't been able to, get on that win column.
And I know you mentioned Cooper Terwilliger already. Who are some players on your team that we should expect to make big plays?
Well, Cooper on the inside, and then Corday Austin has been playing well for us the last few games. So has Jaron Deal. Caden Aharts has, been shooting the ball better. So, we've been dealing with some injuries. So Logan Whitty is actually, going to be able to play. So looking forward to getting him back, in a reserve role. He was a starter for us, and then Lincoln Dilgis is another inside presence for us. So, we don't play many guys, 7, maybe 8 at the most. Some nights we only play 6. So our bench, isn't as deep as we would like it, but we've been getting, quality production from those guys.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for taking time to talk with me today. Appreciate it, and we should be in for a great game.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Again, you just heard from Pierre TF Riggs head coach Larry Aker. Coming up, our chat with Chris Haynes of the Bucks, all here on Classic Hits 106.3 in Yankton, streaming on YouTube. Triple Time Rudy's on the corner of 16th and Broadway, Yankton. Stop in and check out their wide variety of items. Grab some snacks, whether you want chips, popcorn, or something sweet, they have it. Ice-cold beverages, or when you need that boost in the morning, coffee. You can also grab the best locally produced meats, meat sticks, and cheeses in the area. Guaranteed fresh. For those hot days, grab a freezy too. Get all your car needs and 5 cents off a gallon when using cash. All at Triple Time Rudy's, Yankton.
The Bone Setter Chiropractic, Yankton. I'm Dr. TJ Stotes. When you need chiropractic, we're here. We use a hands-on approach, decompression traction, electrical stimulation, acupuncture, and state-of-the-art examination techniques. We're happy to offer exercise and supplement advice as well. The Bone Setter Chiropractic, 215 Mulberry, Suite 9, Yankton. Call or text 605-401-5701. Bringing you comfort when there's discomfort.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Authentic Mexican food goods with the family touch is here in Yankton at Angela's Mexican Store. From fresh produce and meats to the spices and the snacks you miss from home. Traveling or just moved? No problem. They accept money from many different countries. Check out the different kinds of money on the wall. Family owned, family loved. They treat you like family. Angela's Mexican Store, where culture meets community. Stop in today.
Back on our coaches' conversations, now chatting with head coach Chris Haynes of the Bucks. Last we saw your team, they hosted the Brandon Valley Lynx. What did you see in that one?
Yeah, it was a hard-fought, physical basketball game, which it always is with Brandon. They're going to be a big, strong, physical team, and they play solid man-to-man. They're always very fundamentally sound. And I thought Brandon was able to go a stretch in the first half where they kind of went on a run, and then they were able to do it in the second half as well. So a couple of just little lapses and stretches there in the first half and second half ended up being the difference in the game.
And you mentioned the physicality. I was going to say a positive in this game was the number of times that your guys got to the free throw line, over 15 attempts. That aggressive play then led on offense to an additional 13 points. How does getting to the line help get your offense clicking?
Yeah, that was a huge positive, something that we've been preaching all year long, and thought our guys did a better job of attacking the basket and getting their feet down and playing strong around the rim, which was good. But, especially Jackson Kudera, who, I think he had 10. He went 10 for 11 from the line. So, again, he's just getting more comfortable around the basket and scoring in different ways. And so we need him to continue to be aggressive and putting pressure on the rim for us.
And on the flip side of that, some foul trouble from a couple of your guys in Beck Reichen and Owen Eidsness. How does that then affect the game?
Yeah, those guys are going to get some fouls. I mean, they're aggressive defenders, and if you're playing aggressive and hard, you're going to get a couple fouls throughout the basketball game. But we got to stay away from the silly ones. I think both of them picked up 1 or 2 fouls each that were a little uncharacteristic of them. And then when you do that, now you're in foul trouble, and that's where we found ourselves the other night.
Coming up, you now take on the Pierre TF Riggs Governors. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, another strong physical team. Obviously, the Terwilliger kid inside is a horse in there, and 6'6" and strong, and a great football player. So our kids are familiar with him in that aspect. The Cordell kid, number 3, who really hurt us last year, he can really shoot it into scoring, and he's leading them in scoring at 15 points a game. And at 6'3", he can jump up and make a 3. He can get to the basket. He's got a good mid-range game, so he's a tough guard. Those two are definitely focal points that they want to play through. Cordell on the outside, an athlete, just score, and then obviously Terwilliger inside. And the role players have stepped up and done some nice things. The Dean kid is playing the point for him. The Whitty kid, who a family used to live here, and so he's a junior now and was close to that junior class. Our kids know him. He's been out with an ankle injury. Not sure 100% his status, but we're just going to have to play solid basketball. And another key will be obviously on the road. We haven't been on the road in a while, and so we're going to have to be able. And this is always a hostile environment going to Pierre, a smaller gym that feels like it's right on top of you. The student section is really close to the floor, so we're going to have to handle that as well if we want to be in the game.
And as we've talked about, it can be tough for the team when you've fallen in multiple close games. The thing is, they can compete with just about anyone. As a coach, how do you maintain your team's energy and keep it in their heads that, hey, we're capable of going on a win streak here?
Yeah, I mean, that's 100%. I mean, in my eyes, they've done enough to prove that they can play with teams and can play with anybody in the state. Again, I still think our best basketball is in front of us. We haven't played, to me, up to our capabilities, especially on the offensive end. And so we're going to need to do that, in order to get over the hump here and start winning some of these games.
And if your team could do just one thing well in this upcoming game, what would you want that to be?
Well, we're going to have to guard. We can't just let Terwilliger get the ball inside and score a bunch of points in there or break us down and kick it out for wide open shots. So we're going to have to guard. Pierre has played a lot more zone this year. That's been their primary defense, a 2-3 zone. So we're going to have to attack that well and make sure that we're getting good shots against the zone.
Well, Coach, as always, appreciate the time, and we'll talk with you after the game.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Zach.
Again, that was head coach Chris Haynes of the Yankton Bucks on our Coaches Conversations. Coming up, a great game between Yankton and Pierre TF Riggs. Les Schwab Tires, located at 2809 Broadway in Yankton. It's the place to buy tires with all different tread types to fit your needs and rims ready to make your vehicle shine. Not only do they sell tires, they fix them too. Flats, brakes, alignments, and more. You can feel confident that your car will be taken care of. No waiting for your tires, they should have them in stock. If you're looking for tractor or semi-tires, those are available too. Les Schwab Tires, where the sign says it all.
MT and RC Smith Insurance has been a part of the Yankton community since 1949. Our agency would love to help you with your home, auto, business, life, and long-term care insurance needs.
We take pride in providing you with quality service when you have a claim or need to make changes to your coverage.
The MT and RC Smith Insurance Agency is flexible to meet with you in person or at the office at 204 West 4th Street. Give them a call for insurance changes, payments, claims, or service requests.
Craving something boss-level delicious? Come out to Boss Pizza and Chicken, where flavor meets delicious and delicious meets drooling. Your taste buds won't be the same when you taste the bold flavors of Boss Pizza and Chicken. From crispy chicken to juicy burgers to handcrafted specialty pizzas, Boss has it all. Serving lunch and dinner Monday through Sunday starting at 11 o'clock. That's why they're the boss. Boss Pizza and Chicken, just waiting to crush your cravings.
Warmer days are coming, and sooner or later your air conditioning will need to kick in as well. But what if it doesn't? Well, don't wait. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling. With 43 years in the business, we're very knowledgeable on what we do and how we serve our customers. You can rest assured that when you call day or night, someone will always pick up the call. Join our elite club today and become a priority member. Skip the line, get discounts on services, and have no overtime fees. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling for expert service from factory-trained technicians.
And back for our Anytime Fitness of Yankton pregame show is getting rolling a little bit early here tonight in Pierre. We went live a little bit earlier than expected, but that was due to because I asked around and they said, well, if this sophomore game gets done early, we will be getting the varsity game going early as well. We're probably looking at about a 6:50, possibly 6:55 tip-off here between these two squads as we inch closer and closer to tip-off. Again, should be a great game as they score very similarly within 1.5 points per game. Pierre with the advantage in that, but Yankton playing a slightly better defense so far on the season. Last in action, Yankton took on Brandon Valley in Yankton, and they fell 52-47. In that one, Jackson Kudera led the way with 24 points, and he went 10 for 11 at the free throw line. Something Coach Haynes was very pleased about was the number of free throws that the team took in that one. And when you get to the line as many times as they did, you're going to win a lot of ball games. 18 attempts the team shot from the floor that night. 11 of those, Jackson Kudera. Also scoring, Owen Eisnitz with 9 points. Beck Reichen put in 7. Abel Bryan with 5, and Miles Drotzman with 2. Leading the way on rebounds was Jackson Kudera. He also tossed in 1 assist. Beck Reichen trailed him with 5 rebounds and then led the team in assists with 4 on the night. Each with 2 rebounds, Miles Drotzman and Owen Eisnitz. Neither recorded an assist in that game. Abel Bryan and Austin Conway also with 1 rebound apiece, with Austin Conway throwing in an assist. We did see Tegan LaCroix with an assist as well in that one. And one thing is Beck Reichen in that, as we mentioned, 4 assists in the game for him. You like to see that number. His assist-to-turnover ratio in that game was 2, much higher than the team's average of about 0.83 per game. We did see a handful of steals as well. Beck Reichen and Owen Eisnitz each with 2 steals in that game. Abel Bryan, Austin Conway, Tegan LaCroix, and Miles Drotzman each had 1. But again, it was a game that was mostly led by Jackson Kudera. 24 points from on the floor. 66.7 was his shooting percentage on the night. 2 for 2 from downtown. It really was just an overall impressive performance from the young Yankton Buck. A look at the South Dakota Media Prep poll for boys in AA. Sioux Falls Lincoln remains atop at number 1. Until they lose, they will hang on to that 1 spot. Right behind them, and second, who was also there last week, Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Watertown made the jump from the 5th seed into the 3rd on the South Dakota Media Prep poll. Harrisburg remains in 4th, and Huron now in 5th after receiving votes. Receiving votes on the prep poll, T-Area and Spearfish. Over to the South Dakota Power 5 poll, Sioux Falls Lincoln in 1st, Sioux Falls Roosevelt in 2nd, Watertown in 3rd, so no changes there. But then Spearfish in 4th and T-Area in 5th, also receiving votes, Huron and Harrisburg. So some definite differences there between the 2 polls. Kind of nice to have each, as one a little bit more from Media West Rivers and the other more East River. Some other games that are going around the state here in boys AA action. Douglas takes on Custer in Custer. The Mitchell Colonels will take on Sioux Falls Jefferson. Sioux Falls Washington against Brookings. Of course, here tonight, Yankton taking on Pierre TF Riggs. Here's a game that's going to be a good one. Number 1 ranked Sioux Falls Lincoln at 12-0, taking on number 3 ranked Watertown. Watertown 11-1. And then another great game tonight. Number 2 ranked Sioux Falls Roosevelt at 11-1. Number 5 ranked Huron Tigers 9-3. And the Roosevelt Rough Riders traveling into Huron. Also going on, T-Area takes on O'Gorman. Sturgis Brown against Class A St. Thomas More, and Spearfish against Class A Lead Deadwood. Over into girls AA, number 2 ranked O'Gorman on top of T-Area at the half, 58-25. Sioux Falls Jefferson and Mitchell will take each other on. Both teams receiving votes. Douglas Patriots into Custer. Brookings will take on number 3 ranked Sioux Falls Washington. Spearfish hosts Lead Deadwood. Watertown against Sioux Falls Lincoln. At home, moments away, is Pierre TF Riggs traveling to take on the Yankton Gazelles. Patrick Olson on the call with that on Yankton streaming on YouTube. Huron will take on Sioux Falls Roosevelt in Roosevelt, and then Belle-Fourche against Sturgis Brown, and that wraps up the games around the state. We'll take our final pregame break here, and when we return, time for national anthem, starting lineups, and of course tip-off. That's all here on Classic. It's 106.3 and Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
Slumberland Furniture at 2401 Broadway in Yankton, home of Kirkland Furniture Group's, bedroom groups by Laguna, and dining sets by Tower and Catadel. They're also the only place to offer furniture by Flex Steel and the biggest selection of Lazy Boy in the area. The Mattress Gallery is full of the best brand name mattresses in the business, including the all-new Tempur-Pedic Active Breeze personalized climate-controlled mattress. Slumberland Furniture, dining, bedroom sets, and mattresses in Yankton.
Doctors Lane, Reed, and Cole Swatsky make up the SWAT Chiropractic team. Check out their new location at 2000 Summit Street, Yankton, South Dakota. At SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, they'll treat your neck and back pain, headaches and migraines, plantar fasciitis, sciatica, sports injuries, elbow, knee, rotator cuff, nerve injuries, and more. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy. Let them get you ready for wherever life leads you.
There's a whole new world out there. It's called the off-road, and it's waiting to be explored in a Polaris. So gear up to make every moment count with the Polaris off-road vehicle. The new Polaris models are now available at Stockman's Motorsports in Yankton. No matter the weather, get ready to tackle all the trails. With machines like these, your world just gets bigger. Stop in at Stockman's Motorsports today to learn more about the epic new Polaris off-road lineup.
Imagine working for a successful global business with customers in 140 countries. That's Vishay Intertechnology, a Fortune 1000 maker of electronic componentry. Now imagine a company of that size with that kind of stability and a caring family-like environment. Learn more about what you can do at Vishay by visiting VishayCareers.com. Vishay is an equal opportunity employer. Vishay, the DNA of tech.
And back to the floor as the buzzer has sounded. Warm-ups officially over as we are near game time here. The Bucks traveling into Pierre to take on the TF Riggs Governors. We'll have our national anthem, starting lineups, and tip-off here as the Bucks were in their road red jersey and shorts, trimmed out in white. And for the Pierre TF Riggs Governors, in white jersey and shorts, trimmed out in green. For the Bucks, 1-10. Pierre TF Riggs 4-9 on the season. Both teams looking to add a win here tonight, and realistically, both teams kind of thinking they could be a game or two more in the win column. They've both had their fair share of close games, and here on the floor, it's time for your national anthem.
All of our veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag, and now the playing of our national anthem.
Again, you just heard the national anthem being played here on the floor at TF Riggs High School as the Governors hosting the Yankton Bucks here as we wrap up our Anytime Fitness of Yankton pregame show. And we are moments away from game time here. It's time for your starting lineups. They're brought to you by Larry's Heating and Cooling of Yankton and Vermilion. For all your heating and cooling needs, it's Larry's Heating and Cooling. Anytime, any day. We start with the home team, the Pierre TF Riggs Governors, 4-9 their record, coached by Larry Aker, first-year head coach of the Governors. Senior guard at 6'3", it's number 3, Corday Austin. Junior guard at 6'2", number 5, Caden Aharts. Sophomore guard at 6 feet tall, number 11, Jaron Deal. Senior guard at 6'4", 13, Lincoln Dilgis. And to round off the Governors starting lineup, junior center at 6'6", number 23, it's Cooper Terwilliger. It's now time to meet your Yankton Bucks starting lineups presented by Larry's Heating and Cooling of Yankton and Vermilion.
Beck Reichen, number 2, guard. Owen Isnes, number 3, guard. Jackson Kudra, number 4, guard. Abel Bryan, number 5, forward. Austin Conway, number 52, center.
And that is your starting lineups for the Yankton Bucks, brought to you by Larry's Heating and Cooling of Yankton and Vermilion. Teams are on the floor as they wrap up the starting lineups here on the floor. And it looks like we might have Abel Bryan doing the jumping here for the Bucks. He'll jump against Cooper Terwilliger at 6'6". Terwilliger certainly the height advantage. We load up the Fox Stop of Yankton scoreboard here on Yankton streaming on YouTube. It is officially game time. Terwilliger, Abel Bryan both at the center circle, and the ball is officially in the air. Tip will be won and controlled by Yankton. Owen Isnes with it, swings it, immediate pull from the corner 3. Jackson Kudera misses that one. Pulling in the rebound, the Governors as they go to work here. Corday Austin gives it up now. Jaron Deal with it. Works it on the near side of the floor, up top. Yankton's defense looking to avoid letting it get down low, and a missed layup attempt there. Jackson Kudera brings it in, but a great look for this Governors team on their first offensive set. Kudera swings it. Abel Bryan, his corner 3, just too much on it. Terwilliger brings it in, and we remain scoreless through the first 40 seconds of this one. Pass tipped there, does get into Terwilliger. Moves it to the elbow, settles in for a jumper. No good, ball is on the floor, and then brought in by Abel Bryan, but they'll say his foot was on the floor, and it will be Governors basketball. Inbounding it here is Jaron Deal, gets it up top to Lincoln Dilgis. 6:55 to go in our first quarter in a game that started about 10 minutes early here on the night. No score yet, 0-0. Kind of mentioned, expect a lower scoring game as that pass tipped away into the hands of Austin Conway. The Bucks come away with a steal. They'll move it left to right as you watch it on Yankton streaming on YouTube. Over to Beck Reichen, it moves. Puts it up top, Idesness. Idesness right back to Reichen, pump fakes the 3, moves it into the free throw line. Right now a 2-3 zone from Pierre, working well as the Bucks try to dissect it. 10 seconds to shoot for Yankton on this set. They get it in, down low. Kudera looking for anything. His shot denied, goes out of bounds as Jaron Deal got a hand on it from behind. Yankton inbound, only 5 seconds to shoot here. Gazelles are at home hosting the Pierre TF Riggs Governors. Live now with Patrick Olson on Yankton streaming. Quick inbound, and 3 is good! Jackson Kudera knocks in the triple, and 1. The Bucks get the first lead here. Caden Aharts picks up the foul. Jackson Kudera gets the scoring started here. Rebound gets in as the missed free throw, as Kudera went 10 of 11 from the free throw line in his last game. Misses his first opportunity here as the Bucks 2 minutes in lead 3-0. Terwilliger with it up top. A dangerous pass gets into Corday Austin. Austin into the lane, gives up to Terwilliger. Trying to push against Conway. 2 football players and 2 all-state football players as Terwilliger puts it up. Looks like Austin Conway maybe got a hand on that one as Pierre remains scoreless here in the first quarter. Yankton takes it over on offense. Beck Reichen picks up his dribble over to Eidsness. Down low, gets it. Abe O'Brien rises up. It rims in and out. A good look there for O'Brien. Just couldn't get it to drop through. Down low, they move it, and Terwilliger is going to be tripped up, and a foul we'll see. More likely than not going to be called on Austin Conway. And an inbound coming in here. As Conway and Terwilliger jarring back and forth with each other, and the foul does go against Austin Conway. His first personal and the first on Yankton, and Coach Haynes wants an explanation on that one. Inbound here, they swing it way up top, deep into the hands of Terwilliger. Gives it up Corday Austin. Austin brings it to the top of the key, finds an open Terwilliger down low. He's fouled on the shot attempt. 2 free throws coming up, and Abe O'Brien going to pick this one up. 5:01 to play here in this one. 3-0 Yankton leads, but to the free throw line, Pierre goes. Cooper Terwilliger knocks in the first, and Pierre officially on our Fox Stop of Yankton scoreboard. 2 defensive set teams here as Terwilliger goes 2 for 2 at the stripe, and it's 3-2. Yankton leads this one. Beck Reichen gives it up Eidsness as they move quickly on offense. Now down low, a bump and a swing out from Conway. Kudera is able to bring it in, swings it up top Eidsness. Yankton will reset on offense. Reichen over to Kudera. Kudera is going to take a few steps before dribbling. Saw a lane and called for a travel. So a turnover violation on Yankton, gives it back to Pierre. Nearly halfway through our first quarter of action. And it is 3-2. One score from each side is Owen Eidsness. The sticky hands pulls it in and steals it away. Out of the hands of Corday Austin. Beck Reichen picks up his dribble, top of the key, needs an out, finds it in Owen Eidsness. Gets the ball right back as Yankton looking to extend their lead. Owen Eidsness from downtown is on target. 2 triples for Yankton early in this one, both a dish from Beck Reichen, who has 2 assists. 6-2 with 4 minutes to go in our first quarter of action. The answer from Corday Austin on the other side rattles out, and Eidsness brings in the rebound. Eidsness loses the basketball into the hands, it moves of Aharts. Aharts now faces Abe O'Brien on the defensive side as a wide open look for Lincoln Dilgis. Floats it high up, can't get it to go. And now a foul on the floor. Kudera pulled in the rebound. Are they going to say it's on Yankton? It is. It's going to be on Austin Conway, his second personal. And Coach Haynes not happy with the call at all. He thinks it's on Cooper Terwilliger. So offense stays here for Pierre. Caden Aharts with it, picks up his dribble, has Jackson Kudera on it, finds Terwilliger at the free throw line. Tries driving against Conway, gets cut off. Now into Dilgis. Dilgis shot denied and pulled in Abe O'Brien. Yankton's defense on fire to start this game. Only giving up 2 points in nearly 5 minutes of play. Beck Reichen swings it far side, Jackson Kudera with it. Eidsness goes baseline, gives it up to Abe O'Brien, who lost the basketball in the lane. Governors move it right to left as Corday Austin fouled on the attempt. Free throws coming up. Foul goes against Kudera, his first personal, but Yankton already 4 fouls in tonight's game. 3 minutes to play in our first quarter, 6-2. Yankton on top. Austin, first of 2, a swish. Miles Drotzman will check in, and Austin Conway with his 2 fouls is going to head to the bench. Conway visibly frustrated here. Doesn't think he should have been called for that second one. Austin, next one good as well, and brings his team back within 2. Yankton wants to move it quickly here. Up across the floor, they get it. Kudera swings it. Far side, Abel Bryan drives it, kicks it out. Abel Bryan finds the mid-range jumper, put a little too much on it, fight for the rebound. Corday Austin ends up with it behind the back, a nice move, drives with it, coast to coast, no. And 2 free throws coming up here again as Yankton has committed their 5th foul. The Governors in bonus for the remainder of the first quarter. Now Jackson Kudera will be in for his 2nd foul. Fouls from here on out will give the Governors free throws. 6-4 with Austin. Now 3 of 3 at the line is coming in for Yankton as Tegan LaCroix. Logan Whitty checks in for Pierre. This will be the 6th free throw attempt here for the Governors in the first quarter. Austin, a swish, and we are tied up at 6 apiece, and a timeout called by Coach Haynes of the Bucks, and that's a Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton water break. Locally owned for 4 generations, call them for water softening and purification, salt, reverse osmosis needs, and bottled water. That's Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll just leave it here, and it's tied up 6-6 as Yankton has knocked down 2 3-pointers. That's where their points come. For the Governors, all 6 coming at the free throw line, and they currently sit in the bonus here as Yankton already up to 5 fouls, 2 on Kudera and Conway, and Abel Bryan with just 1. That is something to keep an eye on out here for the Bucks as Kudera and Conway are just going to have to play smart from here on out. And you're going to want Conway in this game as you need a strong body in there when Cooper Terwilliger is on the other side. Yankton inbounding, and will take over on offense. A laxed press defense here from the Governors as Yankton able to break it. They move it left to right. Owen Ides far side to LaCroix. Now Beck Reichen, who's looking for his first score of the night. Hasn't been a whole lot of scoring overall as Abel Bryan has it and swings it out. Ball was tipped, so it will not be a backcourt violation. But Yankton now 10 seconds on this set here. Tegan LaCroix drives it baseline, finds some spacing, mid-range jumper, no good. And now the Governors with a chance to take the lead for the first time of the night. With it, Logan Whitty, the junior guard, who is back from injury, I'm told, by Coach Aker of the Governors. Minute 50 to play in our first quarter, 6 apiece. Tied up with it, the Governors. 15 to shoot here as Drotzman got a hand on it. Ball was knocked backcourt. Governors take over, 9 seconds to shoot here. Corday Austin finds an opening around the free throw line, no good. Fight for the rebound, Miles Drotzman's got it. 90 seconds to play in our first quarter. Yankton back with it on offense. Around the horn it goes, and right back to Beck Reichen. Had some spacing, pump fakes, brings it to the lane, finds an open Drotzman, and Yankton continues. Lots of ball movement here. Again, it's a 2-3 zone being ran by the Governors. Beck Reichen had a pump fake, finds a soft spot in the zone. His jumper no good. Under a minute to go in the first set here. Corday Austin on the near side, corner 3, and he's called for a travel. Corday Austin turns it over, and Yankton takes back over as a scoring drought here on the floor from each side. Yankton has not scored since the first couple of minutes. Riken gives it up. Eidsness, who has 3 in the game. They move it. LaCroix right back to Eidsness. Wants another 3. He's got it. Owen Eidsness, 6 points in this one early on. Yankton reclaims the lead. 9-6 they lead. About a 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Governors with it, down 3. They swing it out and answer here. Caden Aharts wants it, no good. Beck Riken brings in Yankton a chance to extend their lead heading into our second quarter of action. Riken brings it across half court, and with 12 seconds to play here in the first quarter, Yankton wants to take that last shot. 8 seconds, and now Eidsness cutting, gives it up. Abe O'Brien, 3 seconds, swings it out. Beck Riken got his defender in the air from the free throw line. No good, but he's fouled. Free throws coming up. I believe it's going to be on Sincere Wilson of the Governors. It is on Wilson, as the Governors pick up only their second foul of the first quarter, but one that'll send Beck Riken to the free throw line with 0.1 seconds on the clock. I don't think there's any chance the Governors can get a shot up possibly. Beck Riken knocks in the first of 2 as Coach Haynes letting his team know they're in the bonus. Let him get the inbound in because 0.1 seconds is not even enough time to get a shot up. You don't want to foul and send him to the line to close out the quarter. Riken, his second attempt of 2, rattles in and out as the ball's knocked out of bounds, and the clock didn't start. But either way, it sends us to the second quarter of action. 10-6, Yankton leads a 2-possession score. We'll take a break, and when we return the second quarter on Classic Hits 106.3 and Yankton streaming on YouTube. This is Bucks Basketball presented by First Dakota National Bank of Yankton.
When you need top-notch appliances that last, trust the experts at Murph's Appliance. From washers and dryers to refrigerators, they have all the trusted brands to keep your home running smoothly. At Murph's, you'll find Maytag appliances built for durability and service you can count on. Whether it's a new oven or a repair, they're there for you every step of the way. Stop on down to Murph's Appliance, your local Maytag dealer in Vermilion. Maytag and Murph's, reliable just like you.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
10-6 on our Fox Stop of Yankton scoreboard with Yankton in the lead. The Governors will start here out of the break and looking to bring it back to a tie ball game we had. Governors have not led in this game so far tonight. With it is Jaron Deal for Pierre. They move it down low. Cooper Terwilliger gets the bucket and the foul. Owen Eidsness got in the air, and Terwilliger able to just fight through the contact. It'll be Eidsness' first foul here of the night. And 15 seconds into the second quarter, Yankton's picked up a foul. Terwilliger's shot rattles out. So Yankton glad to see a missed free throw from the Governors. They have their first offensive possession here of the second quarter. Beck Riken drives it into the lane, down low. Abe O'Brien, count it. Abe O'Brien scores it, and the foul. Caden Aharts fouls. And Abe O'Brien a chance for the three-point play. Back-to-back and one opportunities here on the floor tonight. On the flip side, the free throw is missed. Abe O'Brien knocks it in. And Yankton leads 13-8. A 5-point lead. It's the largest of the night. Tegan LaCroix nearly able to jump that, but Beck Riken tipped the pass into the hands of Miles Drotzman. Yankton takes over, moves it quickly. Beck Riken got his guy in the air, swings it up top. Miles Drotzman drives into the lane, gets stopped by Terwilliger. Abe O'Brien finds Owen Eidsness down low. Drotzman out to Reichen. A lot of ball movement here from this offensive set for Yankton as Abel Bryan loses it out of bounds. Initially lost it, had a chance to grab it, and then bobbled it out of bounds it goes. It's been an exciting 1 minute into the second quarter. 13-8, Yankton leads it. Eidsness got a hand on it, and stepping out of bounds is Corday Austin. He tried a little bit of a head snap to try and get a foul called. It's not going to work as he was right in front of the official. Eidsness, a great defensive play there. Beck Reichen slowly brings the ball down the floor. Already 3 assists in tonight's game from him. Around it moves beyond the perimeter as Beck Reichen just dumps it off Abel Bryan. Beck Reichen having a heyday with assists. He's already got 4 in tonight's game. Had 4 all of last game with 6:20 to play in our first half yet. With it, Jaron Deal works against Beck Reichen, and he's going to take a few extra steps, or they're going to call the foul, though. They will call the travel as he kind of got stopped and just kind of assumed, I got a few more steps, and now a timeout called by Pierre. That is another Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton water break as the Governors take their first here on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll return in 30 seconds on Classic Hits 106.3 and Yankton streaming on YouTube.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Back on the floor out of the break, the timeout called by Coach Aker of the Governors. Yankton inbounds it and will take over on offense. That pass tipped out. Terwilliger had a great opportunity to take it, but out of bounds, just able to knock it out. Bucks escape a dangerous play there. And the inbound at the half-court line. Beck Reichen was kind of backpedaling, and at that point, you just let it take a bounce. Don't even get near a backcourt violation. Eidsness finds Beck Reichen, pump fakes. Back over Eidsness. His third 3 of the night. Off the back iron it goes, but Tegan LaCroix, an offensive rebound. Fight for the basketball. Turned over there. The Governors take it. Jaron Deal with it. Owen Eidsness nearly the steal is driving and fouled on the shot. An and one here for Pierre. Abel Bryan, his second foul of the night. Yankton's second team foul in the quarter as Lincoln Dilgis made the shot to make it 15-10. And a free throw attempt coming up here as off the back iron it goes. Owen Eidsness brings it in, and Yankton back to work. Grady Walder and Austin Conway to the scorer's table for the Bucks here as LaCroix bounces it into Beck Reichen, gets it right back. Reichen has pump faked a lot of threes tonight, has yet to shoot one, swings it out. Owen Eidsness, another 3! Money from downtown. Owen Eidsness as Beck Reichen picks up his 5th assist of the night. With it, a mid-range jumper, no good on the attempt is Jaron Deal, and I think we've got a foul on Corday Austin, who was fighting for the rebound. It will be on him. Again at home, the Yankton Gazelles taking on the Pierre TF Riggs Governors. Yankton leads it 10-2 as the Gazelles have been playing some of their best basketball as of recently. That's live on Yankton, streaming on YouTube as well with Patrick Olson. Beck Reichen steps it up to the three-point line. Now Grady Walder with it. Reichen back to Walder. Walder wants the three, misses off the side. Austin Conway, a strong rebound, gives it up. Drotzman who sinks it. 20-10, the Bucks have doubled up Pierre so far tonight. 4.5 to play in the second quarter. There's a little bit of a push-off there by Jaron Deal. Beck Reichen was trying to draw the foul, couldn't get it called though, and now Grady Walder on the floor. Maybe got a piece of Terwilliger's arm, and it will be called a foul, his first of the night. Inbound here, taken away. Miles Drotzman just simply steps in front of it, and Yankton's defense has been unbelievable here tonight. Walder over to Eidsness, thought about his fourth three of the night, decided against it. Pierre's going to have to keep an eye on him if he's shooting this well all night. Beck Reichen finds a soft spot at the elbow, out to Walder. Now Eidsness drives with it, dishes it. Walder wants the three. Off the back iron it goes, and fight for the rebound, and another foul on Yankton here. And it goes against Beck Reichen, his first personal. Now, Yankton is okay with that one because it's on Beck Reichen. 3 players of the Bucks, though, already with 2 fouls, including Jackson Kudera, Abe O'Brien, and Austin Conway. Governor's with it. It's Caden Ahart. He spins around Miles Drotzman, picks up his dribble at the three-point line. Now Sincere Wilson with it. He gives it up. Deal wants to drive. Tries to find Terwilliger down low. Bobbled it initially, but was able to find it. Terwilliger up to 6 tonight, and really he has been everything that Yankton has had to focus on defensively. Eidsness picks up a screen, swings it out. Walder pump fakes the triple. Few quick passes now. Beck Reichen with it on the far side. A cross-court pass. Eidsness got his man in the air, now drives it. Miles Drotzman down low. Conway, 11 to shoot as Conway takes a dribble. Can't get that one to fall. We're under 3 minutes to play in the first half. 20-12, Yankton leads Pierre. Ahart's with it now to Corday Austin. Has it taken away. Owen Eidsness, what a play and steal. Gives it up to Beck Reichen, who sprints it down the floor, scores the bucket, and he's fouled. Yankton looking great on the floor so far tonight. Cooper Terwilliger picks up the foul, his first of the night, and Pierre's third in the quarter. Jackson Kudera comes in place of Grady Walder. Yankton a chance to extend their lead to what would be the largest of the night. Up 10 right now. 22-12 and now 23-12 as Beck Reichen has knocked in 2 free throws tonight. 2 of 4 from the stripe for him. And Coach Haynes has to be happy with how his team has looked in this first half. Governor's with it. Caden Ahart moves it up ahead into the hands of Lincoln Dilges. Dilges finds Terwilliger. He tried to get the pass out. Eidsness got a hand on it, but the Governors are able to stay with it. To the elbow they move it. Now Logan Whitty. Whitty gets cut off and stopped there by Conway. Yankton's defense is all over whoever's got the basketball. Now a three-pointer here, no good, and Yankton gets it. Eidsness, his 4th rebound, leads his team. Kudera, quick three in the corner, no. Governors, a trio of players get it out. Eidsness tipped the ball. It went off of Jaron Deal, and Yankton takes over on offense. 23-12, Yankton leads this one. We cross the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. Coach Haynes desperately trying to yell out the play to his team. Drotzman has it in the corner, drives it, swings it out. Eidsness, another triple off the front iron. That one goes. 100 seconds to go in our first half of action. 23-12, Yankton on top of Pierre TF Riggs. Governors with it. Caden Ahart looks for a screen from Terwilliger. Eidsness able to slip by it, and now driving and scoring it, Caden Ahart. Coach Haynes is just not happy. He's going to say that's an on-the-floor foul, and he might have a good case, but either way, a foul nonetheless on Yankton. The officials discussing it. As of now, they're going to credit the bucket, and it will be an and one. Foul is against. I saw they showed number 1. Ivan Hirschman's not in the game. Is it on Beck Reichen? Now it sounds like it's on Abe O'Brien. A lot of confusion as to what's going on the floor right now. And I'm guessing they actually are going to give it to Conway, who's back on the bench, as the free throw no good. That would be 3 fouls for Austin Conway in the game. Yankton with a 23-14 lead. Abe O'Brien gives it up. Kudera, his shot denied. Abe O'Brien, the offensive board. He's fouled on his attempt. Second chance opportunity here for the Bucks. Lincoln Dilgis with the foul. Right now the Governor's in the bonus. Yankton 1 foul away from being in the bonus. Abe O'Brien, first attempt, he leaves it short. And Abe O'Brien gets the second to fall. He's up to 6 points already in tonight's game, a player averaging 3.5 points per game. So a good start for Abe O'Brien, who was in tonight's starting lineups. With it, the Governors move it, driving Caden Ahart into the lane, and an offensive foul on Pierre, which will now put Yankton in the bonus, but it was a possession foul, so it will not be free throws for Yankton. Caden Ahart picks it up, and now Corday Austin will check in for the Governors, with Ahart taking to the bench. Up ahead, the Bucks move it. Under a minute to go here in the first half, that is. Drotzman swings it out. Beck Reichen got the defenders in the air, looking for something, swings it out. Kudera, his triple, put too much on it. It's been an off shooting night for him. But luckily, his team has picked up the slack. A 3.5 second difference between shot and game clock. The pass gets into Terwilliger, who draws a double, tries going up with it, can't score it. Beck Reichen pulls it in, and now Yankton has a chance to take the final shot of the first half. 24-14, they lead 10. They look to end the half with a bucket and momentum here. Kudera with it. Picked up his dribble, 8 seconds to play in our first half. Eidsness swings it far side. Abe O'Brien way downtown. Beck Reichen. Just off to the side it went, and no shot attempt for the Governors into the half. It is 24-14 on our Fox Stop of Yankton scoreboard. The Bucks currently lead the Fox Stop at the corner of West City Limits Road and 30th Street, Yankton. A full-service convenience store with hot food, Godfather's Pizza, personal pizzas, sandwiches, munchies, and beverages. Pay at the pump, gas and diesel fuel, firewood, and propane exchange. Now, we enter our Vichy Yankton halftime show. We'll have our halftime beyond the game, as well as our halftime stats. A quick update on the Gazelles game as Yankton leads 16-5 into the second quarter of action. The Gazelles looking good in their game, as well as Yankton. Both teams a double-digit lead. Again, Patrick Olson on the call in Yankton. That is on Yankton streaming on YouTube as the Governors just scored 16-7. We'll take a quick break. When we return, the Vichy Yankton halftime show on the way.
Whoa! I knew I should have had those brakes checked at Graham Tire. It's all about safety. Tire mounting, balancing, wheel alignment, and shocks and struts and batteries, oil changes, and lube service. Graham Tire does these every day. And there's over an acre of tires. Graham Tire has them all, big and small. Tires for cars, trucks, campers, trailers, big rigs, and tracks. Honesty and integrity is a matter of pride since 1951. Graham Tire, Yankton.
Midwest Insurance Agency values family. Our agency has been family-run for over 60 years. We pride ourselves on excellent, knowledgeable customer service. This day and age, everyone is so eager to have an immediate response with a quote. But at Midwest Insurance, we take our time and evaluate your assets and make sure you are properly insured. We take those what-ifs very seriously. As we continue on our family business with hopes of our children, Brooke or Jet, taking over in the future, we will continue to be there for you always. Come be a part of our family. Midwest Insurance Agency, 3016 Piper Street, Yankton.
Welcome to JR's Oasis, your one-stop food and gas shop. Proud to serve Phillips 66 regular, premium, and diesel fuel. After fueling, go inside for slushies and shakes, ice cream cones, and now offering a full line of healthy, chilled items and snacks. JR's hot menu is great for breakfast, lunch, and supper, featuring the famous Hammer Breakfast Sandwich and fresh hand patty burgers. Try the new Cafe Tango frozen coffees for that extra boost of deliciousness. JR's Oasis, East Highway 50, Yankton.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
From simple sniffles to complex health conditions, the primary care providers at Yankton Medical Clinic will not only see you for your annual visits, screenings, and preventative care, but also provides care for the entire family, from pediatrics to adults. With 4 clinic locations and 15 outreach locations throughout South Dakota and Nebraska, compassionate, quality medical care is closer than you think. For more information on providers, services, and locations, visit our website, yanktonmedicalclinic.com.
If you're into hunting, fishing, towing, or just want to blaze the trail, All Seasons has ATVs, UTVs, dirt bikes, and scooters from quality brands like Honda, Yamaha, and CF Moto. Needing watercraft? All Seasons has a large selection of quality boats and wave runners, and we take pride in service after the sale. We have friendly certified technicians that will winterize, summarize, diagnose, and repair your power sports equipment. In business for over 20 years for good reasons. We're All Seasons, Power Sports and Marine in Yankton.
Now time for the Vishay Yankton Halftime Show. Vishay, define the world's future. Vishay electronic components bring to life the world's most important products. Products that touch lives everywhere, every day. Vishay, building the DNA of tech. Now, back to courtside for all the game trends, stats, and more.
And back for our Vishay Yankton Halftime Show. Currently the Bucks lead 24-14. And for the Bucks, just a great first half. Their defense has led the way. And here are your halftime stats. Beck Reichen with 4 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists already in tonight's game. Owen Eidsness with 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Jackson Cooter, 3 points and a rebound. Abe O'Brien, 6 points, 2 rebounds, and a block. Austin Conway, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and a steal. And off the bench for the Bucks, Tegan LaCroix with 2 rebounds and an assist. And Miles Drotzman with 1 rebound, 2 steals, and 2 points. In foul trouble right now, Austin Conway with 3 fouls already. Abe O'Brien and Jackson Cooter are both with 2. And then each with 1 foul is Beck Reichen, Owen Eidsness, and Grady Walder. It's now time for your halftime Beyond the Game. That's brought to you by Kaylin's Indoor Comfort, Heating, and Air Conditioning. When you want comfort, you want Kaylin's. Also happening, or took place earlier today at Yankton High School, the high school jazz band at the Palace City Jazz Festival at Mitchell High School Performing Arts Center. That was this morning. And then, well, lots of basketball. Tomorrow for Wednesday, a high school one-act play school performance for students and staff. That's 7 a.m. to 4, Yankton High School SAC Main Theater, as well as a college signing at the Yankton High School SAC Library 129. That's from 3:30 to 4:30, and a pretty good amount of Yankton athletes signing on that day. Into Thursday, high school one-act play state competition at Brandon Valley High School. Time to be determined on that. Of course, we'll have basketball with the Bucks and Gazelles both in action. for sure will be on Yankton streaming on YouTube, and if open on radio on Classic Hits 106.3, the Bucks game will be. Trailhead Learning Center parent-teacher conferences as well this Thursday from 4 to 8 at Trailhead Learning Center. And then into Friday, Debate Varsity Invitational at Sioux Falls Roosevelt High School. That time to be determined. Girls with a Varsity Invitational for wrestling. Beetle Bingo Night, 6:30 to 8 at the Beetle Elementary Gym. And into the weekend, that Varsity Invitational for Debate at Sioux Falls Roosevelt continues. High School one-act play state competition continues. Gymnastics with a varsity event, and wrestling boys varsity invitational at Yankton High School starting at 9 p.m. That wraps up our halftime Beyond the Game. We'll take one more break before the second half of action is underway. This is Bucks basketball on Classic Hits 106.3 and Yankton streaming on YouTube.
Do you like to read? I love to read. So does Raven Books, your unique bookstore in Yankton, where you'll find thousands of books from brand new to gently used oldies but goodies, all at unbeatable prices. Trade in your old favorites for credit and be able to explore something new. Whether you're a casual reader or a bookworm, Raven Books is your next chapter, located at 804 Bill Baggs Road. Raven Books, where every book finds a home.
Weather around here gets pretty crazy. Are you sure the weather hasn't caused damage to your roof? Let Justice at H&H Roofing in Yankton take any roof damage worries away. He'll come and inspect your roof. Even if you've had an inspection, get a second opinion or re-inspection for your peace of mind. H&H Roofing has built their reputation on working to satisfy homeowners for years. Family owned and operated. H&H Roofing is bonded and insured. Contact Justice today.
Dive into the delicious all-you-can-eat Asian buffet, featuring mouth-watering Asian cuisine like broccoli beef, General Chicken, sesame chicken, so much more. Or choose from a fresh selection of meats, noodles, rice, vegetables, Asian-inspired sauces, and watch them sizzle on the Mongolian grill. Plus tantalizing desserts, including ice cream. Get your fill at King Buffet and Mongolian Grill, North Broadway, Yankton.
Do you realize what your Yankton Hy-Vee has to offer? Aisles online, delivery, catering, fresh floral and bakery departments, pharmacy with drive-up, and online prescription refills, Hy-Vee Health Market, dietitian service, fresh seafood department, U.S. Postal Substation, take and bake for breakfast, and family meal deals. Yes, all that and more is at your Yankton Hy-Vee, located on the corner of 21st Street and Broadway Avenue in Yankton.
And that will wrap up our Vichet Yankton halftime show here as the third quarter only moments away. A quick score update of the Gazelles game. They lead 23-15 late in the second quarter, 2:43 to play. And again, that's 23-15. The Gazelles on top of the Pierre TF Riggs Governors. You can tune in to watch that game live right now on Yankton streaming on YouTube. Patrick Olson on the call with Justin Paisano, helping out run the stream. I'm Zach Spear, alongside Connor Schultz, helping out with camera and stream here tonight as the buzzer sounds, and it is officially time for basketball. And we enter the third quarter, and 8 minutes on the clock, and it is about go time here in Pierre. A game that was set to start at 7 o'clock, got started closer to 6:50, and then a quick first half, and all of a sudden we're already ready to roll here for our second half of action. If you enjoy Yankton athletics, well, subscribe to Yankton streaming on YouTube. You'll be notified every time we go live. And you'll only be notified, only time we go live is for Yankton athletics. 24-14, the Bucks lead it. They start with the ball here in the third quarter, moving the basketball right to left. As the second half officially has started, Owen Eidsness and Beck Reich, and a few back and forth passes here, and right back to Eidsness it goes. Abel Bryan with a cut down low, had some space, finds an open Kudera, who flips it in for two. I tell you what, this Bucks squad tonight has been sharing the wealth and doing a great job with assists. Right now, 8 assists from Yankton and early in the third quarter. It's 26-14, 7:20 to go in the third. The first offensive set of the third quarter here for the Governors. To the far side, they move it. Aharts. He works against Abe O'Brien. Looking for anything, just has to give it up. Jaron Deal. Now Corday Austin tries driving by, got around Owen Eisnes, scores the layup. A great move there by Corday Austin to answer Yankton's bucket on the other side. It remains a 10-point game. Beck Reichen moves it to Eisnes, down low now to Abe O'Brien. And a foul going to be called here as Jaron Deal got a little aggressive, wanted to take that one the other way. And it's our first foul of the third quarter against Pierre. Yankton remains on offense as the inbound gets into Beck Reichen. 30 seconds on the shot clock as the foul resets. 6:35 to play in the third. Kudera with it. To Eisnes, right back Kudera. Jab stepping now, Miles Drotzman to Kudera. Kudera's had it a lot this drive and floats one up over the top. A good look just off the back iron. It goes though. 2 points scored for each team in the third. With it, the Governors. Jaron Deal works against Beck Reichen defensively, gets shut off as he tried to find his way to the free throw line. Cooper Terwilliger now down low as a foul called, and free throws coming up for the Governors. And the foul going to go against Owen Eisnes. That's his second personal of the night. And the first team against Yankton of the quarter. To the free throw line, Caden Aharts. Ahart's first free throw, no good. Scoring has been difficult here tonight for the Governors. And credit to Yankton's defense, who's just played exceptionally well. Next free throw does drop, and we're back to a single-digit lead for Yankton. Full court press here now from the Governors. Yankton looks to break it. They've done a nice job of it all game, and they continue to do so here at the elbow. Owen Eisnes pump fakes, takes a dribble, sends it off to the side of the backboard. Miles Drotzman, the offensive rebound. Into the lane, Beck Reichen. Now Drotzman has it. Yankton 12 seconds to shoot yet. Need to try and find something here as Reichen hangs on to it for a couple seconds, takes off for the elbow. Gives it up, Eisnes now with 3 to shoot. Bucks just have to put it up. Shot was denied, and the Governors pull it in. Pierre moves it left to right. Jaron Deal gives it up. Dilges now Aharts, who moves it to the free throw line. Dumps it down low, and it does get to Terwilliger, who just kind of pushes Abe O'Brien out of the way and scores it. Terwilliger up to 8 points. And not only a basketball player, but a stud on the football field as he has plenty of D1 offers. As Jackson Cooter, corner 3, halfway down before it rattles out. It's a great look that the team would love to see every possession. This time it just doesn't drop as slowly. Pierre gaining a little momentum as they trail by only 7. Down low, Dill just works it on Drotzman, swings it out. Nice recovery defense there from Yankton. Dill just gives it up Ahart. Ahart's a spinning jumper in the lane. What a bucket. A tough shot there, but he gets it to drop. It's 26-21. Yankton's lead has now been trimmed down to only 5. Eisnes brings it up top, now finds Kudera. Kudera right back to Eisnes. As Beck Reichen gives it to Kudera. Keeping it beyond the perimeter. 10 seconds to shoot here for Yankton. As last possession, it was an issue. Beck Reichen, though, dead on 3. Yankton was patient on offense. It'll pay off, and they come away with 3 to put their lead back up to 8. Near the baseline, Terwilliger dishes it out, Corday Austin. Austin moves it around, Eisnes, and now an offensive foul on Pierre. Corday Austin picks up the foul, his second personal, team second as well. And really, he had a nice dish there down low. Would have been a score for the Governors had that foul not been called. But Yankton gets the stop defensively, and now a timeout for Coach Haynes and his squad. The Bucks use their second timeout of the night, a full Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton water break, which we will take with them. We'll take a 60-second break. We'll be back in just a moment on Classic Hits 106.3 in Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
Larson Carpet has all your flooring needs. Step into their showroom to see a wide selection of all types of flooring. They have soft and luxurious carpet that's sure to bring comfort to your home. Stylized tile to make any room pop. Different color options of hardwood to make matching easy. And convenient vinyl plank for when spills happen. Of course, with the best customer service in the area. Their knowledgeable staff will make sure to answer any questions you might have. Larson Carpet, 212 Walnut.
Looking to buy a home or maybe sell? Trust the name that puts you first. America's Best Realty. From your first showing to the final signature, their expert agents guide you every step of the way. Fast closings, top market value, and real service you can count on. Your dream home, they will find it. Selling fast, they will make it happen. Call America's Best Realty at 605-260-1600. America's Best Realty, because you deserve the best.
And out of the break, the timeout called by Coach Haynes and his squad. Bucks still with 3 timeouts remaining in the game. On the flip side, for Coach Aker of the Governors, still has 4 timeouts remaining. 29-21, Yankton leads it with possession. 8 points on top of the Governors. On the near side, Jackson Kudera bounces it to Conway, who's back in for Yankton. Steps it in, gives it up, Drotzman. Drotzman will now give it to Beck Reichen. Back to Drotzman. Pump fake, drives with it. Gives it up Eidsness, who has a running floater on the end there as a fight for the rebound. Conway had it knocked out by Terwilliger, and the Governors take over with under 3 minutes to play. Ball was tipped, and Beck Reichen gets the steal and the foul. What a night from Beck Reichen. 7 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and now a steal as well. As that'll be the 3rd team foul against the Governors in the 3rd quarter. Yankton's done a nice job of cleaning up with only 1 so far here in this set. Was some pressure on the inbound as soon as it got into Eidsness. Pierre backed off. Reichen gives it to Conway. They swing it Drotzman. Drotzman brings it to the lane as he's nearly falls down. Beck Reichen found himself between multiple defenders, able to dribble it back out. Gives it up Drotzman. Drotzman brings it baseline, finds Conway. Conway feeds it out. Beck Reichen, pump fake, gets in for the jumper. Shot doesn't fall, but he's got 2 free throws coming up. Corday Austin picks up his 3rd personal, and now the Governors up to 4. As we saw Yankton picking up more fouls in the first half, and to start this second half, it's certainly been the opposite, with the Governors 4 to Yankton's 1. Beck Reichen misses the first of 2. And Beck Reichen still in at the free throw line as they're now going to reassess the foul and say it was on Jaron Deal instead of Corday Austin. So now Jaron Deal up to 3 personal fouls. As Beck Reichen knocks in the next of 2. It's his 3rd free throw in 6 attempts. With it, the Governors work it on offense. Down low, Terwilliger has it, and a foul going to be called on Yankton. Conway, who's already in foul trouble, is going to pick up his 4th, and Coach Haynes wants a foul called on Terwilliger. He's not going to get it as Conway. We'll see how much longer he's in this game. Terwilliger makes the first of 2. Abe O'Brien checks the score table, and no doubt who that's for. Austin Conway heads to the bench, and Coach Haynes letting Conway know that he maybe doesn't agree with it and to keep doing what he's doing. Terwilliger knocks in the second as well, brings his team within 7. It's 30-23 as we've got a good one here in Pierre tonight. Full court pressure from the Governors. Heidsness with it, picks up his dribble, just lasers it into Beck Reichen. Reichen with it near the half-court line, gives it up. Miles Drotzman way open from downtown, put too much on it, and Terwilliger brings it in for the Governors. A great look for Yankton, but Drotzman unable to get it to drop. 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Corday Austin downtown buries the triple. It's a 2-possession game here. Pierre has brought it back within 4. Yankton hanging on with a 4-point lead. On offense, the Bucks with it. Jackson Cooter drives with it, and the foul is going to be called. We'll see who on. Goes against Caden Aharts. They'll say the foul was on the floor, so no free throws coming up for Cooter. Instead, Yankton will inbound it, and, well, that's foul number 5, so it should be bonus free throws either way. And now the crowd trying to let them know that's 5 fouls. That's got to be free throws coming up. And just as they're about to inbound it, the crowd gets their way here for Yankton. And, I mean, it's the 5th foul. You got to give them bonus, right? Jackson Cooter coming off a 24-point performance. Right now, he's got 5 in the game. A slower night for him, but what a talented player for the Bucks as he misses the first of 2. Right now, momentum favoring the Governors, who only trail 30-26, and Cooter knocks in the second attempt. Went 10 for 11 at the line last game. It has a quick steal by Beck Reichen. And he was out of bounds, though, when he had it. Didn't quite have possession. He tried launching off the Governors, threw it plenty hard. But inbounding it here will be the Governors. Corday Austin with it. Crosses the timeline, works against Owen Heidsness. Heidsness gets a hand on it, pulls it away. It'll be a jump ball. How many times has Owen Heidsness done that this season where the player he's defending just dribbling it, gets a hand on it, forces the jump now. It'll stay with the Governors, but a great defensive play for him either way. Inbound gets in. They swing it out. Lincoln Dilgis on the far end. Under a minute to go in the third set of action. Sincere Wilson swings at Dilgis. Now a quick 2 fired, and into the hands of Dilgis it goes. And is it a foul or is it a jump ball? They're going to say a timeout was called by Coach Aker of the Governors. A Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton water break. We'll take 30 seconds and be back in a moment when we return. 31-26, the Bucks lead.
Looking for a photo that actually looks like you, but better? At Meridian Photo, we specialize in capturing personality, not just poses. Whether it's headshots, high school seniors, family sessions, or team and individual sports photos, we'll make you look like a legend. We've just landed in the Meridian District of Yankton. Book your session today at meridian-photo.com or give us a call at 605-655-4598. Meridian Photo. Be you. You deserve it.
And back on the floor, Coach Aker able to get that timeout just in time before what would have been a jump ball. So the basketball will stay in possession with the Governors. A score update for the Gazelles Pierre game. Yankton leads 31-17 as the second half just getting started. Again, that's also live right now on Yankton streaming on YouTube. Patrick Olson on the call with Justin Paisano helping out operate the stream. Governors inbounded here, about a 7-second difference between shot and game clock. They trail 5, but a chance to cut into that lead entering our final quarter of play. Corday Austin, reverse layup, scores it, and it is a one-possession game. The first time it's been within one possession For the entirety of the second half, Yankton led by as much as 11 earlier in the game. 15 to play here in the third quarter. Yankton with the basketball. Kudera drives it, spins it into the lane, kicks it out. Eidsness, the three, off the back iron it goes. Kudera gets the rebound, takes the jumper off the back iron again. And now the Governors, a three-quarter shot heave, falls way off. And we are headed into our final 8 minutes of action. And it's 31-28. Yankton leads, but a good one here in Pierre. We'll be back in just a moment on Classic Hits 106.3 and Yankton, streaming on YouTube. Bucks basketball presented by First Dakota National Bank of Yankton.
Kaiser Heating and Cooling is your hometown team specializing in all things heating and cooling, as well as heat and glow gas, wood, and electric fireplaces, humidifiers and dehumidifiers, and all styles of ductless mini-split systems. Whether you are building or remodeling, our team of innovative experts will get you the correct equipment and indoor air quality accessories you need for your home or business. Remember, Kaiser Heating and Cooling is your hometown team for all things heating and cooling for the past 77 years. Go Bucks and Gazelles.
Your local KFC Taco Bell at 2504 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton offers two menus combined into one. Something for everyone at KFC Taco Bell. When your family's hungry and can't decide between crispy chicken and mashed potatoes or tacos, burritos, and protein bowls, well, you don't have to choose. Get the best of both worlds in one stop. Cool down with the legendary Baja Blast Freeze or heat things up with a variety of hot sauces. KFC Taco Bell Yankton. Why pick one when you can have both?
24 minutes of game in and done with. 8 to go. 31-28. The Bucks with it and the lead. An update with the Gazelles. They lead 33-20 in the third quarter. Again, that's also on Yankton, streaming on YouTube, as the Gazelles looking for their fourth win of the season. Bucks with it here. And not a great third quarter for them. They'd like to get things rolling here early in the fourth quarter. Beck Reichen lost the basketball. Able to keep possession and push it out, though, to Miles Drotzman. 8 seconds to shoot here for Yankton. Eidsness hesitates, swings it back Reichen. Reichen drives into the lane. His shot blocked, and then it bounces off his back out of bounds. Pierre's defense has dialed in and has made this a good ball game. No Buck has scored in double digits here so far tonight. The closest is Owen Eidsness with 9. On the flip side, Corday Austin and Cooper Terwilliger with 10 and 11 apiece. With it, Sincere Wilson drives it to the elbow, gives it up. Now Logan Whitty, who the Governor's happy to have back. Wilson drives with it. The mid-range, or short jumper, no good off the front rim into the hands of Drotzman. 7 minutes to go in this game. Beck Reichen has it, trying to get his team to set up their offense. Gives it up to Kudera. Jackson Kudera takes a screen from Abe O'Brien. Wide open in the corner three. Owen Eidsness can't get that one to fall. He knocked down his first, or 3 of his first 4, and since has been a little cold shooting the basketball. Corday Austin the crossover, but no good on the shot attempt. Fight for the rebound as Beck Reichen and Cooper Terwilliger jump ball. And if that doesn't show you how strong Cooper Terwilliger is, he just straight up picked up Beck Reichen as they fought for the basketball. Again, he's going to be a D1 commit football player. Possession arrow right now favoring the Governors, so they'll have the basketball, and the inbound, that arrow to flip. Lincoln Dilgis gets it in. Now Sincere Wilson to the top of the key, hands it off. Beck Reichen all up in Jaron Deal. Governors with it. Deal tries lobbing it, gets it in. Terwilliger spins off of the defender and puts it in. We've got a 1-point game here tonight. 31-30, Bucks hanging on to a lead. Governors have not led the entire night, but only down 1 now after trailing as much as 11 earlier in the game. Owen Eidsness to the top, swings it. Beck Reichen pump fakes the 3, drives it to the elbow, gets stuck. Now out Kudera, knocks in the triple and the foul. His second opportunity for a 4-point play. Last time couldn't get it to go, but now the attempt. 34-30, Yankton leads after Sincere Wilson on the closeout didn't allow a spot for Kudera to land. Kudera swishes it in and does get the 4-point play. Would have been crazy had he had two 4-point plays in the game. You don't see those often, but twice he made a 3 while getting fouled. Yankton back up to a 5-point lead, 5:38 to play here on the floor. With it, Jaron Deal working against Beck Reichen. Now Corday Austin, the senior guard, drives with it, lofts it up, no good. Terwilliger, the offensive rebound, and he's going to be fouled. The Yankton crowd can't believe it. The foul goes against Owen Eidsness, his 3rd personal foul. That's only Yankton's first team foul of the quarter, and it's on the floor, so inbounding it will be the Governors. They get it in. Corday Austin now up top, Sincere Wilson. Jaron Deal has on the near side corner. As that one nearly stripped away, they find Terwilliger down low. He's hit on the shot attempt. Miles Drotzman the foul. What a game here tonight. Just over 5 minutes to play in a 5-point game. Terwilliger finds himself back at the free throw line. He's been there plenty here tonight. First attempt, no good. Off the back iron it goes. Austin Conway will check in here for Miles Drotzman. Again, Austin Conway with 4 fouls in the game tonight. One more and he will be out of this one. He's got to play it safe and smart as 0 for 2, Cooper Terwilliger, goes from the free throw line. Eidsness pulled in his 5th rebound. Yankton with it. A chance to extend their lead and really give themselves a good shot here. In the corner 3, another attempt. Kudera no good. As a fight for the rebound, Abel Bryan pokes it free, and Yankton another offensive set here. Beck Reichen a dangerous pass, but ends up right back with it. Conway has it, finds a cutter, and Owen Eidsness put too much on it. Can't pull in the rebound. Under 5 minutes to go, 4:34 in this one, 35-30. Yankton currently leads, and that one stripped free. Owen Eidsness has it, tears off the other side, fouled on the shot attempt. Beck Reichen poked it free into the hands of Eidsness, so Owen will be credited with the steal, but Beck Reichen made that defensive effort. The foul goes against Lincoln Dilgis, and Owen Eidsness to the free throw line. Could join his teammate Kudera in double-digit scoring. He's got 9 so far tonight. The first of 2 bounces up and in. 4 of Yankton's 5 starters have free throws made in this game, all but Austin Conway, who's not attempted one. Owen Eidsness, his next attempt also good, as he is up to 11, leads his team in scoring. And 37-30, Owen Eidsness got his hands on it, forces a jump ball. It's Yankton basketball. What a defensive effort from Beck Reichen and Owen Eidsness in tonight's game. With 4.5 to go, Yankton has only given up 30 points to the Governors. Beck Reichen gets it in, an open look. Kudera swish from downtown! Jackson Kudera heating up at the right time for Yankton. It's back up to a double-digit lead for Yankton. 40-30 they lead. Pass gets in. Cooper Terwilliger swings it up top into the lane. Lincoln Dilgis moves it, and a travel! A defensive stop for Yankton, and all the momentum has been taken straight from Pierre into the hands of Yankton. Bucks lead it 40-30 halfway through our 4th quarter of action. With it, Beck Reichen, he's getting hounded, wraps around, finds Conway. Conway steps it into the lane and gives it up Abel Bryan. Now to Jackson Kudera. 15 to shoot here on this set for Yankton. Abel Bryan, the head look on the 3-point attempt. Now Jackson Kudera Back to O'Brien. Down low, they move it. Conway puts his body into it, scores, and he's going to let Terwilliger know about it. And Austin Conway just got teed up. He was certainly jawing in the ear of Cooper Terwilliger. He's getting the technical, and now he's out of the game. Coach Haynes is not happy with Austin Conway. And Conway is going to give up free throws for Pierre. So earlier in the game when I said these towns don't like each other too much, well, one of the few technicals from a Coach Haynes-led team as Corday Austin knocks in the free throw. Conway, again, is fouled out of this one. Corday, 2 for 2 at the line, and possession favored sorry, a fan coming up to us had a missing item, letting him know we're not sure what to do with it, so apologize on the hesitation there. 3:30 to play, 42-32, the Governors with possession. They need to make up a 10-point deficit. They have once already in the game, and now a double dribble. Aharts hesitated just long enough. It was enough to say he held the basketball, dribbled it again, and now a timeout for Coach Haynes and the Yankton Bucks. Another Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton water break. 30 seconds, we'll be back in that amount of time here on Classic Hits 106.3 and Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
What does FloorTech do? When disaster strikes, water damage, mold growth, or fire cleanup, call the team you can trust. FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration. They respond fast to protect your home or business and restore it the right way with honesty, integrity, and top-notch service. Their crews proudly serve Southeast South Dakota and Northeast Nebraska, including Yankton, Mitchell, Norfolk, and Sioux Falls. For 24/7 emergency service, call 800-507-1822. If your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech or visit them at floortechrestoration.com.
42-32, it's Yankton leading, 3:19 to play in the game. A score 35-22 late in the third quarter. That's on Yankton streaming on YouTube. Patrick Olson on the call. A quick inbound here for the Bucks as Owen Eisnes sprints it around, and now Yankton will set up their offense. Miles Drotzman gives it up Kudera. Thought about driving, instead up top Abe O'Brien. Now Beck Reichen. We cross the 3-minute mark, which with each second it's going to be more difficult for the Governors to try and come back in this one. Abe O'Brien driving it into the lane. He's called for a travel. I do think his pivot foot lifted just a little bit, and that's where the travel's called. And no argument from the Yankton crowd. That's how you know probably going to be the right call by the official when whoever it's called against isn't going to argue it. As Aharts just loses the basketball, and then it goes backcourt. A backcourt violation gives Yankton the basketball right back. What a turn of events there. The Governors are just losing out on opportunities here. We've seen some travels, double dribbles, and an unforced backcourt violation. Yankton can milk the clock to nearly just 2 minutes to go and hang on with a 10-point lead right now. On the far side, Abe O'Brien with it, moves it into the lane, has some spacing, goes up with it, left it short. Jackson Kudera, the offensive rebound. For Yankton, they can dribble and start chewing clock. 25 yet to shoot, 2:10 to play in the game. Drotzman drove it baseline, just looking for anything, gives it up. Aharts brings it the other direction, as now a foul going to be called. Beck Reichen. Not the worst foul, as Beck Reichen only picks up his second personal and team's fourth, but now you just don't want to give up any bonus free throws. Governors to inbound it here. They get it in. Aharts locks in for the three. It's short. Into the hands. Beck Reichen gets it. The rebound calls an immediate timeout. And a smart heads-up play by the Bucks. 1:58 to play here. 42-32. Yankton leads. We'll take a 30-second break and be back in just a moment. Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts on the corner of 15th and Broadway in Yankton. Your full-service flower and gift store. Beautiful fresh flower arrangements to artificial arrangements. Gifts, sympathy, foodie items to snarky gifts. Stop by and let the gals at Pied Piper give you the personal service you deserve. Brighten your day and head to Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, where you'll find something new every time you go. Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts Yankton, they deliver.
Hi, it's Linda at Linda's Angel Crossing in Yankton. I carry Tribal, Lulu Bee, Ethel, Southern Lady, and Old Ranch. I have other brands too. The nursery has everything you need for babies. Copper pearl bibs, magnetic sleepers, swaddlers, bag sleepers, and baptism, toddler clothing, boys and girls Under Armour to size 7, toys, little golden books, and other unique kids' toys. Linda's Angel Crossing, 1101 Broadway in Yankton.
And back to the floor, a minute 58 to play in the game. Yankton up 42-32 and with possession of the basketball. They get it inbounded and some confusion by Pierre's defense. They thought they were defending their own side. Owen Isaac just blows by the defenders. Scores an easy layup, puts his team up 12. Jaron Deal at the top for the three, no good. Lincoln Dill just cleans up the glass and scores it. And now a timeout on the opposite side for Coach Larry Aker of the Governors. Another full timeout and another Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton water break. 102 seconds to play remaining in this one. Yankton finds themselves up 10 points in what has been a thriller tonight. Last season, Pierre came away with a win of only 2 points. Yankton looking to repay the favors and pull in just their second win of the season, but it feels like one of these close games has to go their way. 44-34 here on Classic Hits 106.3 in Yankton, streaming on YouTube. I'm Zach Spear alongside Connor Schultz. Appreciate you tuning in tonight on a Tuesday night as the Bucks have really just played a great game of basketball. The only quarter that really didn't go well for them was that third quarter, but it didn't matter as early in the fourth they started putting in the work and put themselves back up double digits. And right now, a great opportunity to come away with their second win of the year. The thing is, their schedule for the second half of the season is certainly easier than their first half. Now, Thursday they got to take on number 2 ranked Sioux Falls Roosevelt, but there's definitely some winnable games coming up for Yankton. Inbound gets in here. Miles Drotzman has it, finds Owen Isaac, sprints it down the floor. Abe O'Brien quick scores it. Abe O'Brien, his third bucket of the night. He's up to 8 points and a few rebounds. A nice game from him. 90 seconds to play here as Corday Austin scores it immediately on the other side, and Coach Haynes not happy with his team's defensive efforts there. Kudera brings it down the floor, gives it up Beck Reichen, and now Yankton with possession is going to try and dribble it out, and fouling here is Jaron Deal. Pierre is going to be forced to foul for the remaining 72 seconds here. Jaron Deal, his 4th foul of the night. And Pierre up to 3 so far. Is checking in now will be Logan Whitty and Sincere Wilson for the Governors. Score update on the Gazelles game. Yankton currently leads 47-24, up big time, and looking like they're going to pull away for their 4th win of the season. Beck Reichen gets the inbound. Now he's fouled. That is now the 4th foul on Pierre of the quarter. The next one will result in bonus free throws, and Yankton right now, to win this game, they just are going to need to make free throws. Abe O'Brien to inbound it as he'll find Beck Reichen. Beck Reichen hangs on to it. Sincere Wilson all over him. He'll pick up the foul. That is the 5th foul on the Governors, and bonus free throws coming up for Yankton and the remainder of the game. Beck Reichen, first free throw no good. It's not been a great night from the line for the Bucks here. And on the season, not a team that shoots exceptionally well from the charity stripes. 63.7 as Beck Reichen misses both. Fight for the rebound, and it will be a jump ball. Terwilliger and Abe O'Brien tied up together. 46-36 the lead for Yankton with 65 seconds to play. Pierre's going to need a score, and they're going to need it quick. Inbound, they just lofted up to Cooper Terwilliger. Yankton's defense with just slight pressure. Owen Isaac got a hand on it, and now Beck Reichen brings it the other direction and scores it. A steal for Beck Reichen and a score. The play made there by Owen Eidsness. Jaron Deal with it, gives it up. Aharts sets up for the triple, and it's money. 48-39 timeout now called by Pierre. It is their fourth timeout used of the game. 44.5 seconds to play here. Bucks up 9. They'll have possession when we return to the floor. It's 48-39. Bucks lead it here on Classic Hits 106.3 and Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
Yankton Rexall in the Meridian District, Yankton, for all your gifts and decor needs. It's the only place in town to find both Hallmark ornaments and cards for any occasion. They also have Willow Tree and Precious Moments collectibles, the perfect anniversary and wedding gifts, nativity scenes, Watkins products, and single $1 chocolates. The Yankton Rexall Pharmacy for all your prescription needs. Yankton Rexall at the corner of 3rd and Douglas, downtown Yankton.
And out of the break here with 48-39 Bucks lead. Also going on right now, the Yankton Gazelles taking on the Pierre TF Riggs Governors at home. That's also on Yankton, streaming on YouTube with Patrick Olson on the call. And the Gazelles looking like they're going to pull away with their fourth victory of the season, and a big win for them over the Governors, as both Yankton squads right now, you know, you look at the records, maybe not where they want to be, but real opportunity to go up in the standings. Full court pressure here from the Governors, and now Cooter is going to be fouled by Logan Whitty, and that worked out well for Yankton. They were able to take off about 6 seconds off the clock before getting fouled. As Whitty gets the foul, and Jackson Kudera will head to the free throw line. Team's up 9. You feel like 2 free throws here. Almost ices it as Kudera. His third free throw is knocked in of the night. Checking in for Pierre TF Riggs, Caden Aharts and Jaron Deal. As Kudera's next free throw also good, and Yankton finds themselves up 50-39. Governors sprint it down the floor. Aharts with it, picks up his dribble, and now gives it to Jaron Deal at the free throw line. Gets stopped, gives it out. Aharts from downtown, off the front rim, no good, as Terwilliger pulls in the rebound, and he'll score it as Owen Isaac lets it bounce once or twice just to give up a little extra time, as Kudera fouled now by Corday Austin. It's a 9-point game with 17 seconds. Pierre is going to need a miracle to pull this one off tonight. Kudera has pulled away as the leading scorer so far tonight for Yankton, up to 15. It's been kind of a quietly good game for Jackson. First free throw is on target. He's now knocked in his 5th. His team up 10 and could be 11 with only 17 seconds to play. Certainly feels like it's a Bucks win tonight as he misses the second attempt of 2. Corday Austin drives it down the floor as quick as he can. Offensive rebound, Jaron Deal. He puts it in for 2, and now with 6 seconds, Beck Reichen really didn't even need to inbound it. Probably gets it into Owen Eidsness, and now he'll dribble it out. Yankton comes away with a huge victory here tonight. 51-43. An 8-point victory for the Bucks, who pick up their second win of the night, as now we'll have a happy Coach Haynes to talk with in our post game that is coming up. Also on our post game, your end of game stats and your hot hands of the game, brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. And if you're looking for more basketball right now, the Gazelles still with 4 minutes to play in their game as they lead by 22 well on their way to their 4th victory of the season, so I'm sure Coach Savvy on that side is also going to be happy with his squad as well. Again, your final score, the Bucks win 51-43 tonight here in Pierre T.F. Riggs High School Gymnasium. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll have your end-of-game stats, what's coming up, other games around the states, our chat with Coach Haynes. That is all on the way coming up here on Classic Hits 106.3 and Yankton streaming on YouTube.
Hi, I'm Franny Kiefer with the Yankton School District Alumni Association. We strive to create a community of alumni and friends who support extracurricular and educational opportunities in the Yankton School District. Through scholarships, grants, innovative education opportunities, and staff appreciation. With us, you will keep connected to a community of Yankton School District alumni and friends all over. You can help continue to pay it forward and help future graduates. Register today at the Yankton School District Alumni Association website.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help. I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you a pic so you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team, fixing pickles since 1984.
At Anytime Fitness Yankton, your fitness journey starts with one step, and Anytime Fitness will be with you every step of the way. Open 24 hours a day with top-of-the-line equipment and guidance you need to reach your goals. Plus, your membership gives you access to every Anytime Fitness gym anywhere. No matter your goals, no matter the time, you belong at Anytime Fitness Yankton. Located at 2509 Fox Run Parkway. Start today at Anytime Fitness, where your fitness journey never stops.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Triple Time Rudy's on the corner of 16th and Broadway, Yankton. Stop in and check out their wide variety of items. Grab some snacks, whether you want chips, popcorn, or something sweet, they have it. Ice cold beverages, or when you need that boost in the morning, coffee. You can also grab the best locally produced meats, meat sticks, and cheeses in the area, guaranteed fresh. For those hot days, grab a freezy too. Get all your car needs and 5 cents off a gallon when using cash. All at Triple Time Rudy's, Yankton.
The Bonesetter Chiropractic, Yankton. I'm Dr. TJ Stotes. When you need chiropractic, we're here. We use a hands-on approach, decompression traction, electrical stimulation, acupuncture, and state-of-the-art examination techniques. We're happy to offer exercise and supplement advice as well. The Bonesetter Chiropractic, 215 Mulberry, Suite 9, Yankton. Call or text 605-401-5701. Bringing you comfort when there's discomfort.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part.
earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
And back for our First Dakota National Bank post-game show. The Bucks come away with a big win, 51-43 over the Pierre TF Riggs Governors. Your final stats in this one: Beck Reichen with 13 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Owen Ides, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Jackson Cooter with 15 points, 3 rebounds. Abe O'Brien, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. Austin Conway, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and a steal. Now, he did foul out off of that technical, as he was in the ear of Cooper Terwilliger for certain. And off the bench, Tegan LaCroix, 2 rebounds and an assist. Miles Drotzman, 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. And then the fouling, a lot of fouls here tonight for Yankton. Beck Reichen with 2, Owen Eisnes 3, Jackson Cooter with 2, Abe O'Brien with 2. Austin Conway again had 5 and ended up fouling out. Miles Drotzman with 1 and Grady Walder with 1. As now it's time for your hot hands of the game. Brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. Yankton's original and most trusted heating and cooling professionals for over 76 years. Kaiser Heating and Cooling, 808 West 23rd Street of Yankton. And tonight's hot hands of the game, we're going to give to Beck Reichen. Really did a great job of facilitating the offense. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. And now joined by head coach Chris Haynes of the Bucks. And, Coach, it feels great to get a win, 51-43, your team on top.
Yeah, feel good for the guys. You know, they've been working hard and coming up short the last couple weeks, and it's not easy coming back to practice and continuing to grind it out and to stay positive. You know, sometimes, you know, that's just what you have to do. And then, obviously, a long road trip. And I thought the guys just played their hearts out. I thought, you know, Pierre's got some talent and some good things, and it's not easy, like I said, to come all the way here and to get the win. I thought Abe O'Brien did a great job tonight, really stepped up for us, trying to guard Terwilliger inside, scored some baskets, just played an all-around good basketball game for us. And we had multiple guys step up, right? That's what we said that we needed to do. And obviously Owen made some shots in the first half. That was huge against their zone. And then I thought Beck Reichen, like you said, was just solid at the point for us. Getting into the gaps of their zone with his dribble penetration and kicking it out. And then obviously, you know, Jack was Jack again for us tonight, stepping up, hitting big shots down the stretch. You know, really hit a couple big ones in the third. I thought we played well defensively the whole game. I thought offensively we were fine the whole game. There was one stretch in the third quarter where we kind of got bogged down against their zone, and then Jack stepped up and made some big shots, and that was huge. So, like I said, just happy for our guys to get over the hump and get a win.
And what's it say about the resilience of your team? Leading double digits in that third quarter, it comes right back down to a one-possession game. Open that fourth quarter, then send it right back up to double digits.
Yeah, you know Pierre's gonna make a run at some point. They're a good team, and at their place, it's not going to be easy. So just because you got a 10-point lead at halftime, you know, that was kind of the message inside was, hey, this isn't going to be easy, and we're going to have to continue to just play every possession. We know that they're going to go on a run. Just keep your composure and keep playing, and our guys did a nice job of that tonight.
And I just want to point out, you know, some of the plays that don't show up on the stat sheet, but when we see Owen Eidsness able to get a hand on the ball and it bounces off of Jarendale, goes out of bounds. That's a turnover for us. He's not going to get credited with the steal. And then down low here with that jump ball. I mean, what does that mean to you as a coach when you see your guys making those type of plays?
Yeah, our guys were scrappy tonight. Obviously, having ball pressure was a huge key to the game. I thought we were able to disrupt a lot of the things that they wanted to do. Not only did we get some turnovers, but also just kind of get them out of rhythm, not let them just throw it around the perimeter and right inside easy to Terwilliger every time. We tried to make them work to get his post touches, and I thought our guys did a nice job of that.
And now this Thursday, Sioux Falls Roosevelt, certainly a good team. Your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I've said it before to a few people. I don't know if they're the best team. Obviously, Sioux Falls Lincoln, you would say, probably undefeated is right now. But Sioux Falls Roosevelt has as talented of roster as you're going to find in the state. I mean, they got just unbelievable talent and long, athletic. They press like what we tried to do to Pierre tonight. They're going to try to do to us. Like they're going to try to speed us up and use their length and athleticism and quickness to get us out of stuff that we want to do. So we're going to have to be able to handle that. And then we're going to have to figure out some way to try to guard them. I mean, they bring the Painter kid off the bench, who's an all-state player. And, I mean, he's one of the best players in the state, and he comes off the bench for him. And they're just loaded in talent. So it's going to take our best effort of the year to give ourselves a chance in that game Thursday night.
All right, Coach, well, I look forward to that. I'll be on the road traveling, with you guys, and look forward to the game. We'll chat with you before.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Again, that was head coach Chris Haynes of the Yankton Bucks here on our First Dakota National Bank post-game show. And coming up for both the Yankton Gazelles and Bucks this Thursday, Sioux Falls Roosevelt, again split like they are tonight. And I believe both games will be on Yankton, streaming on YouTube exclusively, as I do believe we have basketball for USD as well tomorrow on 106.3. I'll just quick double check. And there will be USD basketball this Thursday. So both Bucks and Gazelles will be on Yankton, streaming on YouTube exclusively, as the Gazelles at home at 6 o'clock against Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Bucks on the road at Sioux Falls Roosevelt at 7. And good news for Yankton, as the Gazelles came away with a victory here tonight as well. And their final score, 54-33, as the Gazelles pick up their 4th win here. That about wraps it for us here tonight. We'll get you back to your regular programming on Classic Hits 106.3 for the final time on Yankton, streaming on YouTube. I'm Zach Spear alongside Connor Schultz. Have a great rest of your night.
This has been a presentation of Yankton High School basketball from 5 Star Communications. Thanks for tuning in, and join us next time for all Yankton athletics. Go Bucks and Gazelles!